good afternoon. Welcome to Class with Coco. I go by the name of Classy Coco, and you already know how it goes. Today, this video is more directed towards extra sensitive people or those who consider themselves as empaths. And just to remind you all what an empath is someone who is sensitive to energy. So they are able to feel the energies around them. They are able to pick up on the energies of the people within close proximity to them. And some empaths are able to pick up on energy remotely, i.e. meaning when they are not in close proximity to whoever is emitting energy towards them. So as we've briefly spoken about in past videos, energy travels wirelessly, just like you have internet, Wi-Fi, you have frequencies emitted by radio stations and broadcasted by television entities. Empaths, especially those who are highly sensitive, because there's different levels of empaths. Empaths are always having experiences in which they feel as though their emotional system has been hijacked. Now, some people may not think this, some people may not feel this. However, they may just be constantly feeling down, constantly plagued by anxiety and certain physiological symptoms that affect them on a daily basis. Obviously, there's certain mental health disorders that can cause some symptoms within people. I'm not a doctor. I'm just letting you know from a place of experience, because I consider myself an empath. I pick up on energy. I would like to say I don't, but I do. So this video is for those empaths that struggle daily, being able to decipher whether the energy that they're feeling is theirs or someone else's. A lot of the times, empaths take on energies that are not their own because they themselves actually feel that way. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm going to try and break it down as best as I can. It's very hard to put my mental arithmetics into words. So let's just say I'm going through some problems within my relationship with my partner. Let's just say he's not a nice person and it's been a very toxic relationship. Let's just say that I'm a vulnerable person and I have no support system. So this disturbance within my intimate relationship has made me feel really low in general and lost. And sometimes it makes me feel sad. So I'm dealing with this on a regular basis. I'm with my partner who is toxic. Therefore, every day I'm sad. I've got my own problems. I'm sad. What can happen with an empath is that they can be around other sad people, whether outside or within the comfort of their own home. They could be around other sad people. And because that other person is sad, they're actually on the same frequency, the frequency of sadness. They're vibrating at the same frequency. And so because of this factor, this energy is being felt by the empath. And at that moment, the empath may not be actively engaged in their sadness. They might just feel normal. They might have just forgotten about their issue for a couple of hours. But now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, with no triggers involved, they feel extremely upset and they almost feel like they're just going to cry. Now, I've experienced this. And because at the times when I've experienced this, I've been going through my own problems, I've just said, I've said to myself, I don't feel sad right now. I wasn't actually thinking about that problem, but I feel like I want to cry. Instead of me questioning that and saying, well, maybe it isn't what I'm feeling. Maybe it's because I've been around or communicated with someone who is actually feeling sad. Maybe I'm picking up on someone else's energy. instead of doing that, I just assigned that energy to me. It must be me. It must be that I'm unconscious of this sadness right now. I'm already sad. I was sad yesterday. I was sad last week. So maybe it's the same sadness. But there's a big difference. When you feel a surge of energy that is not yours, it comes about out of nowhere, meaning that you're not actively thinking about anything that could make you feel that way. You're not actively doing anything. Nothing has actually triggered you, whether it's happiness or sadness. So when it comes about, it actually shocks your system, because your system's like, what is this? What is this that I'm feeling? But your mind's like, I know this feeling. I feel this feeling quite regular because that person that I'm with or that situation that I've been dealing with causes me to feel that way. So instead of rejecting that, you accept it and add it to your own baggage. When that happens more than a few times, the empath starts to lose trust in their own intuition. And then they just start accepting everything, especially the things that don't feel right, as their own. So empaths have to learn to be able to sit with uncomfortable feelings sometimes. Not all the time you'll be able to assign an answer in terms of what those feelings mean to you from those feelings, because those feelings may not actually belong to you. So yeah, I hope that made sense, people. I just wanted to quickly express my views on that, because a lot of empaths are just going through life holding on to past traumas because they always feel sad, and so they assign that sadness to that past trauma, when in fact the sadness that they may be feeling might not even belong to them, but they assign it, that feeling, to their trauma. And because of this factor, it becomes a loop of continually remembering and actively remembering that trauma, because you feel sad. Every time you feel that emotion or that feeling brings you back to that thought or the thoughts that you were having during that time, and brings you back to whatever occurred at that time. So empaths have to spend time every so often releasing old energy. And what that looks like is by spending time in nature, spending time with themselves, not looking to other people to get the answers for who they are. Don't get me wrong, there's a reason why I'm making certain videos. Sometimes the human being needs prompting, but you have all the answers. You just have to learn how to configure your system and use your system how it's supposed to be. You have to learn to apply boundaries in the places in your life that you know cause your emotions upset. You have to learn to be able to walk away from situations even when their energy is making you feel like you want to stay. That's another thing. Sometimes empaths stay in a relationship because they feel overwhelmed with love, but it's the other person's attachment to them and the other person's love for them that the empath takes on as their own. So it works similar in the explanation that I just said earlier. So yeah, just a quick video. I hope that it made sense. Explaining these things is not easy to do, but I'm gonna keep trying. As usual, I hope you're all having a great day so far, and wishing you all a great evening ahead. Take care and catch up with you all soon. Bye.